Frost mode dropped earlier today, making it the 7th permanent survival game mode in TDS. 6 if you don't count hardcore. And look, before anyone gets mad, I like Frost mode, okay? I like what it offers. The enemy designs are pretty cool. The difficulty is there, and the nostalgia factors, so it works. But we need to talk about what this release actually means for the game. So why do Frost mode exist? It's pretty clear why this dropped now. Developers wanted something to celebrate winter and Christmas, but they can't do it for the main events since they're following up on last event's cliffhangers with Lord Exo and Jane being kidnapped or the Dispatcher. It's clever as well since, Frost Enemy used to be in the original Insane mode back when it was one mode with all factions, Normal, Molten, Golden, Fallen, and Frost at the very end. When Insane got split up, Frost it just kinda disappeared. Now they're back as their own mode, positioned as harder than Fallen, rightfully so. The developers get to reuse the assets from Operation Ice and fan favorite Frost Spirit, and they can also call it a spiritual successor to the old Frost from Insane as well. But here's my issue. TDS has too many modes. The game now has 7 permanent game modes. 7. And the developer's solutions to keeping the players engaged just adding more. I mean, they're planning to add Golden mode back as well. That's not sustainable at all. Let me ask you something. How many modes do you actually play? Be honest. Most of you are going to say 2, 3, maybe 4 at most. I personally only play Fallen and Hardcore. That's it. Right now, most people who played Fallen are going to jump to Frost mode, and they're going to end up with the same problem we had before. A handful of modes getting played while the rest it exists. Remember when the game had 4 modes, where people played only Molten and Fallen? Normal wasn't worth it. Hardcore was played for accelerator grinding and then left after getting them. But that was still a reasonable split, 4 modes, 2 actively played, and the other 2 still has a healthy come and leave population. As newer player would go straight to normal mode, while people who just reach level 50 would probably try and get accelerator. Now we have 7 modes. Most people only play 3, and 4 modes are just sitting there because the developers wanted to. Okay, now back to the real problem. For example, do we really need both casual and intermediate? Casual is 30 waves, intermediate is also 30 waves. They're also similar enough in difficulty that you could just merge them into one mode. Each game mode needs to be unique and offer something only it has. An incentive to play it over the others. Modes like easy getting dropped as player getting better is fine, that's natural. But making more redundant modes instead of improving existing ones, that's just bloat. And I know what you're thinking, but we split Insane mode for a reason. It was too long. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to say we should bring back the slot fest that was 60 wave marathons. I'm saying to consolidate the similar modes while still keeping the short waves. Merge casual and intermediate into one 30 wave mode. You will still have the distinct difficulty tiers with just, less menu bloat. Also, we have special modes for a reason, right? Why not make Frost mode a special mode? Could put in some quirks in there too to make it even more special, even more unique. But well, it's too late now, isn't it? I doubt these modes are gonna get removed, and frankly, I hope they aren't either. But as I've explained earlier, here's what could work. Merge the redundant ones and make them faster paced. Better economy, upgraded towers earlier, let people beat 2 bosses in one mode. Fill the gap for people who wants to use upgraded towers without sinking into the mid to late waves. 2 birds, 1 stone. Frost mode is great on its own, sure, however it's just another mode on a power is just getting too big. And when you have 7 modes but most players only touch 3, you don't have a content problem, you have a design problem.